I want to do a podcast about films.
I'm not stopping you.
No, with you, you fool.
Oh, so you mean you want us to do a podcast about films?
Yes.
Well, why didn't you say that?
I did. I am.
Well, you can't say films. You need to say movies. It's a more broadly recognised term.
Yeah, don't worry about that now. Are you interested?
Well, we can't just talk about films we like. That would be boring.
Okay, then what about films we don't like?
That sounds even more boring.
Okay, how about this? Films we disagree on.
Ah, intriguing. So one of us likes it, the other one doesn't. And we discuss our opinions on the film?
I think you mean movie.
Yeah, don't worry about that now.
But yeah, that's the gist of it.
All right, I'm in.
Great.
Could still be boring, though.
You're boring.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Should we do one now? Introless episodes, specials. Ugh, is this how we're going to gradually move to no intro? It's less work.
I guess we'll get to it when we do the mailbag episode. But one of the pieces
or
of
female bag,
yeah, or she bag. One of the pieces of feedback I've had is that the intro's way too long.
my speaky intro or the other,
Just
both bits.
listens to podcasts on like 1.2 speed or something,
Yeah,
1.1 speed. So he's got no time for intros anyway.
I mean, there is a nice function in most podcast apps where you get to skip
Absolutely.
through time.
It's his problem, not ours.
Yeah. That's generally our. This will come out again in the mailbag episode, but I think that's generally our point of view.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem.
You do your own podcast.
yeah. Going to fall back on that a lot.
But anyway, what we are doing today, Carl? What are we doing today?
Well, I hope we're going to make a better fist of this than we did when we got very tired doing this in the last episode.
Yeah, I was so sleepy by the end.
Yeah. We had quite a lot of naps, to be fair. Some of them were quite strong naps.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Definitely cumulative.
A lot of naps in a short space of time as well. Packing those naps in.
Yeah, be a fun one to listen back to that.
So I think we are doing a little tournament again to crown the best quotes from the 16 films we've discussed today.
Excellent. So we get to use the draw macro that you have developed again, which is excellent.
Well, there's lots of fun doing it as
It's
well.
very dramatic for us. I mean, it's less dramatic for the people listening.
Does not transfer over to an audio format at all.
But, if Carl is available to do little macros for people for a fee. Yeah, for a fee.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah. Cash in hand only, though. Don't tell the tax man.
Yeah, or in kind.
Or tax woman.
Or she.
Anyway. But before we do that, have you got anything, any jibber jabber? Any chit chat? Anything you want to?
I know. I walked past Ted's on the way down.
Still not open, is it?
I see you've not applied for that job.
No, no. Well, no. All you know is that I didn't get the job.
Yeah, that's true.
I also didn't apply.
I wouldn't hire you.
Who's got time for that?
Yeah,
I'd love to do it.
It might not. It might not open.
If I didn't need money.
Yeah.
Running a little cafe sounds fun.
It might not open because it's been at that stage now for so long. It's got the width of a dying business that's not even got off the ground yet. Or it's a front.
Yeah, but it's not very convincing front.
Yeah, you look at the books; they're doing great guns.
So this 150k a month
a day. Yeah. Hey, on that, I had a thought today.
Oh Christ!
I saw an ice cream van pull up on my street.
Right.
Question for you.
Was it selling drugs or ice cream?
It's funny you should ask, because my question for you is, what percentage of ice cream men do you think are dealing drugs?
Well, it's the ones that go round in the pissing rain and winter, and you're like, how much business are you doing here then?
Yeah.
But saying that, ice cream is not a summer thing. Ice cream is an all year round thing, particularly proper ice cream, less than Mr. Whippy.
Yeah, but do people still go out and buy ice cream from the man who drives around on the street?
Yeah, if you hear it, right? You go out there.
So what do you think?
Anyway,
What
proportion.
percentage?
Oh, it's a good 65%, I reckon.
65% of ice cream men are doing drugs.
I reckon so.
Yeah.
You have to ask for extra sprinkles.
Yeah. Are you happy putting that claim out there?
Um,
I'll tell you what. Hang on. Let me ask you it like this. What percentage of ice cream men do you think aren't dealing drugs?
35%?
Yeah, well done.
Oh, good maths.
yeah. Okay, yeah. 35%. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. What did you get?
I'm not going to answer that.
Nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Just a flake.
I tell you what, though. I've watched a load of films.
I have also watched some films because I've been on a plane. So I watched 4 films on 2 plane journeys because I had the I was going to say the tenacity. That's not right. The temerity? That's not a word. What's the word?
Temerity is a word.
Temerity?
Yeah.
I had the temerity. Is that the right word? To sleep?
Depends what you're going to say, mate.
To sleep on a plane.
Yes, temerity is the right word.
There we go. I had the temerity to sleep on a plane. I only watched 1 film on the way back rather than 3 on the way. Mixed bag.
Yeah, go on then.
Oh, crap. So the first one, there was a bit of a theme going on, I'll be honest.
I've been on a theme.
It was an unintentional theme. So the first one I watched was called The Way Back or Way Back. It's got Ben Affleck in the lead.
I nearly watched that.
Yeah, nearly.
By accident.
Oh, right.
I'll come on to that.
Yeah, so it's, do you know what it's about?
No.
So he's a former high school basketball star who has fallen on harder times and gets invited back to coach his old high school basketball team. Now, it all sounds very Coach Carter-y, all of that sort of things, but goes down a different route. I'm not going to...
Be bleak.
Yeah, it's pretty bleak. It can be bleak,
yeah.
yeah. But related to that, I then watched... What the hell was it? Another film where something... Oh, Next Goal Wins.
Oh, yeah.
Taika Waititi's take on the documentary...
Togo and...
the Samoa, Samoa.
American
Samoa.
Samoa.
Yeah. And a similar theme in the slight bleakiness that direction it goes into.
Got that on my watch list.
Didn't love it.
It
was fine, but it was a bit... Taika Waititi being a bit...
He is a bit.
A bit. And he's in it as well.
Of course he is.
Yeah.
When is he not?
Yeah. Playing a bit of a crazy character.
Oh, he's just so crazy, this guy.
But I like his writing. I'm just, not a massive fan
He's
of his
Mr.
acting.
Levity. You should love him.
I like a mixture of levity and gravity, Carl.
Yeah, fair enough.
So there was that. And then I watched one you're not going to watch, which was the, what are they called? It was a Marvel-y film. The Marvels. There you go. That's what it's called. Which was fine. It was fine. So it was a very much like, they were all fine.
So what was you said you were on a bit of a theme, a thread or whatever.
Oh, so I can't tell you what it is, though, because you haven't seen it and it would kind of ruin it.
Oh, which one? Way back?
The Way Back, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not exactly like a spoil, not exactly a twist, but yeah. And then on the way back, I watched Licorice Pizza.
Never heard of
Paul
it.
Thomas Anderson.
Oh, yeah.
Stars, have you heard of the band Haim? 3 Sisters?
Yes.
Singers?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it stars one of those sisters and her other 2 sisters are in it as well. Good. I think you might like it.
Licorice Pizza, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, what about you?
Well, I've watched 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 films. 7.
Go on then. Hit me nice and quick.
The first one. It's nice.
Well,
it's nice to be optimistic, isn't it? To be fair, look, we can talk about films. That's allowed.
It's kind of on brand.
Yeah, I think so. The first film, and why I nearly watched The Way Back.
Right.
The first film was The Way.
The Way?
Yeah.
What's The Way?
The Way is starring Martin Sheen.
Right.
About...
Is your theme watching films with actors that we've talked a lot about?
No, so it's a bit like... It's a bit, a phrase I've discovered, mumblecore, which I'll come on to quite like. It's a bit sort of like talky, sort of contemplative, sort of...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you like it. You like it. And it's about a father who walks the Camino de Compostela.
Yes.
Compostela?
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but familiar. Yeah. Familiar with it.
De Camino de Compostela. Anyway, That was all right. It was kind of fun. It wasn't great. It was all right. I think you'd like it. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then I watched Wild. Wild is with Reese Witherspoon.
Reese Witherspoon. Yeah.
Have you seen that?
I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, I quite enjoyed.
But you're like,
the way.
Into the Wild. The Way.
No, I've seen Into the Wild. I was like, I quite enjoyed The Way. And then
so how you do another walking film.
Yeah, like you log it. Oh, people
then
also like
Walk
this.
the Line.
Yeah. So I watched Wild. Wild's a better film, much heavier. So not as sort of you think about rewatchability.
Yeah.
Not as rewatchable.
Yeah.
But I thought that was very good. I gave that 4 stars.
Oh.
Reese Witherspoon, excellent in it as well.
She can be excellent.
Yeah.
Has it in her?
So then I was like, okay, I don't know that there are necessarily any other walking films. These are on my watch list as well. So I was like, I want something else that's a bit sort of like, I'm in that sort of
walking.
We don't want an action film. We want something a bit sort of slower pace. And then I watched a film called Barfly, starring Mickey Rourke.
Oh, Mickey Rourke, eh?
1987.
Oh, okay, well, not recent Mickey Rourke.
Oh no,
okay,
not
well, that's
fucked
also
up Mickey Rourke.
Yeah, well, I was going to say you're not setting yourself up for success there.
Although he does play an alcoholic.
On brand.
It's about basically alcoholics in a bar.
Sounds like your kind of film. Favourite scene? All of it.
Yeah, exactly. I quite like these films usually because
you can relate.
If you looked, no. Very good, very droll. If you look at the reviews of people who like these sort of films, they're generally always really positive. So somebody will go like, "Oh, this film's about alcoholism, isn't that bleak?" It's like, no, it's like joyous. Like there's loads. They can often be fun. They can be touching. They can. It wasn't very good, but that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
It wasn't very
good. Worth a try.
Then I watched Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, you've not seen it before?
No.
Oh.
I thought that was a very bad film.
What?
Yeah, that was not good.
Wait, that's the Nick Cage one?
Nick Cage and Elizabeth Shue. Who, by the way, gorgeous and great. She was amazing in it, but Nicolas Cage was not good at it. The dialogue was fucking cringeworthy bad. I did not think that was a serious film at all. That was not a good film.
Huh. I remember quite
he won the Oscar
Leaving
for
Las
that.
Vegas. Yeah.
And I've no idea why. And you read the reviews and people go, oh, this is Nick Cage's best acting performance. I was like, he's just been weird Nick Cage.
Yeah, but weird Nick Cage is brilliant.
Well, in the right film, I was kind of hoping for something a bit more sort of serious and meaningful, and that ain't it, I didn't think. Then I needed a bit of a break, so I put on the cheery Deepwater Horizon.
Oh, right, yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
I quite like a disaster movie.
Yes.
And I thought that one was pretty good. I enjoyed that.
I remember it being decent, yeah.
And Marky Mark was perfectly serviceable in it.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was one of the better things I've seen him in, acting-wise. Then I went back to me people drinking in bars.
Right.
And I watched Trees Lounge, which is a Steve Buscemi film.
Right.
That one was better than Barfly and Leaving Las Vegas, but it was all right. And then I watched Diner. Back to 1982 with Mickey Rourke again, Steve Guttenberg. What's the guy? Marv out of Home Alone. I can't remember his
I can't remember his name.
Real name. That was pretty good. That was, besides Deepwater Horizon. Oh no, actually Wild was the best one I watched. That was 3 stars, that was pretty good. So yeah, I was very much pulling on the...
walking,
the walking, contemplative drinking sort of things, but
walking alcoholics.
They didn't really.
So if you can find a movie about
really
walking alcoholics, you'd be right in there.
Yeah, that'd be good actually.
Yeah, I mean they'd be quite zigzaggy, I suppose.
Yeah,
not exactly walking in a straight line, but
yeah.
Hey ho.
So what I need you to do in future is fuck off for a week again, because I got through loads of films.
Yeah, I suppose there is that. When you don't have to spend time prepping for a podcast and watching films you've already seen.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
Also thought,
right,
still on films. Also thought of a game we might play at some point.
Oh, we do like a game. Go on.
I was thinking...
He's kind of my thing. Think up the games. It's fine. You can
no,
it's fine. No, it's fine.
I haven't fully fleshed it out.
It's fine.
I haven't fully fleshed it out.
It's fine. Look, we've all got our roles. You can steal mine. Okay. I've been miserable about a film for a change. I'll just take your role.
I was thinking something along the lines of like trying to name actors that look exactly like their names. Right. And then you look at them and you're like, Of course, that's what their name is. And I was thinking we could call it He's So Goggins. Like Walton Goggins could not look
Nailed it.
any more like a Walton Goggins. It's like impossible.
Do you think there are more out there that are very... Just throw out one more.
One more?
Yeah, just to...
I think you
just
look at Tom Cruise
concept.
and you think, oh, of course he's called Tom Cruise.
Yeah, okay.
Of course he's called Tom Cruise.
Do we count people who use stage names and it isn't really their name as well?
I think you've got to, yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, I think you've got to.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
So, yeah, I think...
Note down the notes.
Yeah. I don't know how we'd work it in, but, yeah.
We could crowbar anything. It's our bloody podcast. Should we get on with this thing?
Do you want a beer?
Oh, I forgot about the beer. Oh, I forgot. It's been a week away and I've forgotten everything. What have we got then? Oh, upside down beer.
Yeah.
You brought a whole case. Oh, good Lord.
So, I've got a Brewgooder filler, which I was
Brewgooder
trying to link into because we're doing quotes, like talking.
Well, you know, this...
filler.
Sorry, Carl, but this podcast is all killer, no filler.
Yeah,
so,
that, yeah.
I mean, that is definitely not what our podcast is. It's mainly filler.
A lot of filler.
The occasional death.
A lot of filler. Oh, it's like Christmas.
This is doing some work.
So there you go.
Oh, that is cold.
Brewed with
tropical haze.
Camden Town.
A tropical haze IPA.
I have no idea,
Not
mate.
hazy. It's a tropical haze. So,
Who fucking
brewing
knows
good
what it
vibes,
is,
Brewgooder. You say it was brewed with who?
Camden.
Okay.
So Brewgooder are like a project.
Yes, I know.
And then they get different...
Dog,
yeah,
have done one.
They get
They've
different
done a
breweries to
watery
brew
one?
for them.
Something to do with water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some water.
What do you think about a Camden brewery? Not going to slag off any brewery, but what generally thoughts on a Camden?
Well, sold out to the man, haven't they?
Mm.
But
I always used to like
think
their
they do
Camden.
some good beers.
Always used to like their Camden Pale, but then I had it recently. And
I've had it recently. I quite liked it. And their off... Is it off-menu IPA?
Oh, I do like that one, actually.
That's good.
Yeah,
The Camden Hells is a solid lager. Right, pass me a glass, please.
Oh, shit, yeah, sorry. I wonder what you were doing. You're just looking above my head. There you go.
Thank you very much.
All right. So just the 4 beers today. Is it? Oh, yeah, that is...
Murky.
Yeah. Very. You know what this reminds me of? So, watching the football yesterday, and Theo put on the
Not bad.
radio commentary, and I'd come down, I missed the first couple of minutes. And I was like, these commentators are explaining a lot of what I'm seeing. This is unusual when you're watching TV commentary. No, it was just the radio commentary, so they have to explain a lot more. But I was just thinking, like, what we're doing here, it's not exactly radio commentary with the beer. This beer is, yeah, isn't it? Yeah.
I like beer.
Me too. All right, so let's get on with drawing this little tournament for the quotes. So using your little macro, we'll do some dramatic, I don't know, oohing and ahhing, I guess.
Yeah, I can do it now.
Yeah. Oh, I'll do the ooh then, fine. Okay, so first up. So is this split the same way as we did last time? So we've got the films I like bracket, the films you liked bracket.
Yep, exactly.
Side of things. Okay, so we're starting with the films I like bracket, and the films you not so much.
Yes, but we're going to do the whole draw.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just telling you what it is. So, The Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh.
Versus The Departed. Leo versus Leo. Probably.
Would you like me to
quotes.
tell you what those quotes are now, or should we save it?
We'll save it.
All right.
Then the next one is About Time. We'll play. Dramatic pause. Gran Torino.
About Time. Easy. I can see About Time making an easy passage there.
That's good. Well, it did. It fell foul at first. Fell at the first hurdle last time, didn't it?
Actually, now I've remembered what Gran Torino is. A bright spot in an otherwise fairly uninspiring film.
Okay, well, we move into No Country for Old Men, which should play Star Wars. An interesting matchup. And oh, hello. Before Sunset, we'll play Superbad. Interesting. 2 very different movies.
Have you got any sort of thoughts about your favourite at this early stage?
Well, let's have a look at the matchup. Let's see who could be going through. This would be better if I could remember the quotes.
I mean, yeah. There's a particular quote where you think, "Oh, I hope that wins."
I quite like the Superbad one.
So who's that up against?
Before Sunset, likely winner.
He should
first
go
up.
through there.
Then it would face No Country for Old Men or Star Wars. I think it's got a decent chance there.
Yeah, it could go far. It could go far.
Yeah. So, what about you? Got any?
I don't give a shit about your side.
Okay,
mate.
good stuff. Right. Well, let's go on to your side of the bracket then. So we kick things off with the old Blood Diamond. So Leo drawn out first again.
Yeah.
Doesn't hang about. And he will face CTHD.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh, yeah.
How long have you been away?
Oh, I don't know. I'm very tired.
Actually tired or tired?
Actually tired, yeah. I'm not tired yet. I've only had a few sips. Apocalypse Now will face Spirited Away.
Apocalypse Now's dancing through there.
Oh, a difficult away draw for Spirited Away. I don't think he got a chance in the first
No.
tournament either,
Cast
did
aside again
It was-
in the early rounds.
The Thing
Mm-hmm.
will play Casino. Interesting matchup, I think, that one. I think that's an interesting one. And then finishing up with Tenet and the last remaining one, A Beautiful Mind. Which could be, there's some matchups there, I suppose.
There are definitely some matchups.
Should we go to the first one?
Let's do it.
Okay. Do you want to start left or right? Do you want to mix it up? Go for the right-hand side first?
No, why not?
All right. So this is the ones that you like, the ones I do not, or did not as much at least anyway. So Blood Diamond. What's the quote for Blood Diamond that is coming through? So this is our favourite quote that we highlighted last time. And where, just a bit of peek behind the curtain, where we had two different quotes, we kind of decided before recording which one we would go with between the two. So Blood Diamond, Carl, what is the quote?
So the quote is Maddie to
Archer.
Actually, it's the other way around. The actual quote. So Maddie says to Archer, "We say Zimbabwe now, don't we?" To which Archer says, which I think is killer, "Do we?" Now, this has already presented a bit of an interesting thing because what is a good quote?
Do we?
Because "do we" on its own, it's not
memorable,
literary brilliance, is it? But it very much nails one of the more interesting facets of that film, I think. So anyway, we'll get into that. What's the next one?
So it's up against CTHD, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, which is this is one of my favourite ones of this half, I'd say, of the draw. So this is where who says it?
Jade Fox.
Jade Fox, yeah. You know what poison is? An 8-year-old girl full of deceit.
Yeah, now, look, as a standalone piece of text,
Much better.
that is a better quote.
Yeah.
And
It's full of social commentary as well.
It similarly speaks to the quality of the film.
Yep.
And what the story of the film. So yeah, let's go with that. I think that's an easy.
Oh, there we go.
Easy
well
win,
done,
isn't it?
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Away you go. All right, it's through. So that'll play the winner of this round, which is Apocalypse Now.
We were unanimous on
We were
this
unanimous
when we
on this
discussed this.
Yeah. And that is, if you can remember it word for word, Carl.
Oh, shall I have a go? So this is Willard,
Mm-hmm.
and he's talking about advice that Chef gave him, or is it not Chef? Sorry, is it the captain? No, what do they call him?
I thought it was Jeff, wasn't it?
No, it's the guy.
So the guy who's driving the boat.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember
his name
but
either.
yeah, but he was never get out of the boat. You're absolutely goddamn right.
Yep.
Which is fantastic, and that voice as well.
It's you know why it's good, particularly as well, because you can do the voice impression as well.
Yeah, that's how you know it's worked, don't you?
Yep.
And that remember as well. That fought. We were unanimous on that, and that fought off some pearlers from Kilgore.
Yeah, well, it was the often misquoted or abbreviated, at least, napalm. Love the smell of napalm in the morning. Smells like victory. Not exactly what it is. And we don't like to go obvious in this podcast. Plenty of other podcasts will go obvious. We like
Better
to go...
podcasts will go obvious.
Yes. And other ones will go more intelligent and deeper.
The more intelligent podcasts will go deeper.
Yep. We'll go somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Won't be the obvious, but also won't be intelligent.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's up against Spirited Away, which I don't remember the quotes being too...
No, this one was Comanche, wasn't it?
If you could get to the right bit, this is smooth.
I know.
And they are in order, right?
Yeah.
Finish what you started, human. Ugh, I mean, it's a no contest, isn't it?
I'm afraid so. Sorry, Comanche.
Yeah. I mean, it's tough for a foreign language film that you are listening to the American version of as well to stand a chance against what is a modern classic.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I think unanimous Apocalypse Now goes through. Okay, so that's going to play Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in the next round. But to finish off this half, first we've got The Thing, which is quite low down.
All right, so The Thing, we've got the captain. I forget his name.
Eyebrows, Gary.
Gary Eyebrows. Why did we call him Gary?
Because his name's Gary.
Captain Gary.
I didn't call him Gary. I'm not like Windows. You have to call him this.
Windows, yeah. which is, I know you gentlemen have been through a lot. When you find the time, I'd rather not spend the winter tied to this fucking couch.
It's a solid one. Up against Casino, this could be interesting. Is this one a wordy one?
Yeah. So Casino, we went with Nikki to Ace Rothstein.
Yep. Oh yes. Oh yeah, I remember now.
All over the place with it.
You really are. You're not concentrating. You're also really testing my vision here.
Are you going to do the voice?
Oh.
Do the voice.
I lost control. Look at you.
That's better. Yeah.
You're fucking walking round this. I can't
No,
even read
you're not
that.
going. You were
You're
getting
fucking
there.
walking around like John Barrymore, fucking big robe and a fucking cigarette holder. I lost control.
Yeah, look, fair play.
Picked up at the end.
Yeah, it's not bad. When you really went for it, when you believed in it, it was all right.
That's all right. Yeah. There you go. Blushing at my own bloody podcast. Embarrassed.
It's only me and you in the room.
I know.
All right, so I mean, classic Pesci.
It is classic Pesci,
but it's not a particularly memorable line.
Whereas I think the couch one,
and like you just said, with the you can say that, and you like,
you could utilize that one, couldn't you? Yeah, I think it's.
I think The Thing takes it.
I think I agree. We're not disagreeing very much on this. This is very
there's time for that.
Okay, we move on to Tenet. So I think the quote that we got for this one was...
Oh, he's doing that again, is he? This is another one... This is a bit wordier than the Blood Diamond one, but this is another one that really speaks to the
because this was
fabric of the film.
A different one, wasn't it? Because I had cowboy shit.
Yeah, which is fun, but, it's not...
But we went with your one.
Yeah. So this is Neil when he's delivering a bit of almost a bit of a pep talk, a bit of an explainer to our protagonist, who's sort of raising questions about like, well, how does all this work and yada yada yada, and he comes up with what I think is a great line, which is call it what you want, but it's not an excuse to do nothing, which is a very pertinent point these days with when we're faced with climate change and the like. So yeah, that's Neil. Call it what you want. It's not an excuse to do nothing.
Okay, interesting. So we have that's up against A Beautiful Mind, which should be quite a bit lower on our list here. Da-da-da. Oh yeah, this is I remember this one. So
I can't remember the professor's name.
No, Professor Old Guy.
Yeah, Professor Old Guy.
What do you see? Accomplishment? What?
Yeah, accomplishment or recognition.
No, that wasn't the line, was it?
No. So I'm paraphrasing that bit.
Yeah, you definitely are. Because he goes like, "What do you see?" And he goes,
Nash
"Recognition."
Goes, recognition. The Professor Old says accomplishment. Nash says, "What's the difference?" And the line is the quote is, which again really speaks to something that I think is important in the film. Try to see the difference, which of course Nash does eventually get to. He does eventually appreciate the difference between recognition and accomplishment.
I think it's Tenet for me.
Well, yeah, I would tend to agree, to be honest with you. I think,
I don't think it's a strong one for A Beautiful Mind. I don't think it was full of strong quotes that were regurgitatable.
No, I mean, you went with a little funny quip for your favourite one in that.
This tends to be my go-to, yeah. I mean, essentially, we're talking about fluid exchange, right?
Yeah.
You know, if you can get anything kind of cock or cum related in there.
Yeah. Fair enough. It's on brand.
Yeah, it's on brand. But anyway, I think Tenet goes through against A Beautiful Mind. Okay. All right, so we're going to do the other half now, are we?
Yep.
Okie dokie. So we're kicking things off on the better half of the bracket with
the joke doesn't get any better. You made that in the last episode, and it's not got funnier. I just want you to know that, and I'm saying it now because we're going to do a third of these.
Right, and I'm pretty sure it will get funnier if I keep on doing it. Because if you go past the point where it's not funny to the point where it's just a continued bit.
That is true. I have to say that is true.
Yeah. So in the better half of the bracket, we've got The Wolf of Wall Street up against The Departed. So The Wolf of Wall Street, I mean, it is a quote-tastic movie. So it must be, oh, god damn. Can you make the size any bigger on the laptop so I could maybe even read it?
I'll
be
just
grand.
read it, mate. It's fine. We agreed on this one. This was Margot Robbie. I forget the character's name.
Yeah, me too.
Who? What are you, a fucking owl?
It's good.
It's a very good quote. Yeah.
And in that accent as well, particularly.
Yeah.
In the New York accent.
New York.
Very good. And that was up against The Departed.
The Departed was Alec Baldwin's character.
I'm surprised you agreed with.
I liked.
So you found it a bit of a pastiche of.
100%, but that was the problem for the film. It doesn't mean that line wasn't good.
Cool. Right. Well, I'm gonna just zoom in a bit just so I can fucking read it. Right. There we go. I want to smoke. Do you want to smoke? You don't smoke, do you? What do you want to?
The voice.
I don't think I can do an Alec Guinness. Alec Baldwin.
Do it Alec Guinness. I want to smoke.
I want to smoke.
Do you want to smoke?
You don't smoke, do you? Yeah. What are you, one of those fitness freaks? Fuck you.
Yeah. Fuck
better.
You.
It is better.
Yeah.
So I think that wins.
I think you should do them all as Alec Guinness, the rest of them.
Yeah, I don't know. So against The Wolf of Wall Street, so it was the Who it is actually good.
It is a very good one, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
And look, I like the Departed one. The Wall Street one, the Wolf of Wall Street one's just a bit punchier, a bit snappier, a bit.
Even if it did steal it from Heat.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah.
I still haven't checked if that's true.
Yeah. Was that an IMDb note you read?
Yeah.
Oh well, they're always right, aren't they?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, Wolf of Wall Street goes through.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we lead on to About Time versus Gran Torino. So About Time was I'm not taking my panties off for Scotland.
Do the voice.
I'm
Alec Guinness. I'm not taking my panties off for Scotland.
I'm not taking my panties off for Scotland.
No, you don't have to do sexy Alec Guinness.
Oh, sexy Alec Guinness.
Yeah, Alec Guinness with the horn. Right, go on.
I'm not doing it again. Against Gran Torino. So I'm not taking my panties off for Scotland. And Gran Torino, you said this was maybe the high point of the film, this quote.
Yeah, it's a good quote.
Which is...
Well, you know I prayed for them to come, but no one answered.
See, look. It gets funnier. You just repeat the bit. It's fine. You knowed. You knowed. That can't be the line.
Just what did I say?
You typed it twice. You typed it twice wrong?
Now look at what I... Yes, I typed it twice wrong. I didn't say that. I said no.
Well, you know I prayed for them
I've
to
been
come.
typing a lot of stuff wrong today.
But no one answered. I mean, I like that because it's, anti-religion, and who doesn't like that?
Always fun.
Always fun, but the other one's insulting Scotland. So I'm torn. I'm torn between it. I haven't got a strong.
It's
strong
Gran Torino
favourite
for me.
Oh, about time taking another first round exit.
Oh yes.
God damn.
Not only is it funny, it's also true.
Okay, I'm happy to go for Gran Torino.
Goodbye, About Time.
Oh, About Time, killing me. Okay, next up we got No Country for Old Men. So this is a sugar quote, if I remember right. Ride a top car. Just press home. Sorry. And this is... He's just nodding at me like, go on.
Use the voice, Luke.
I can't do it now. I've lost it.
You've got Randy Alec
the
Guinness in your
force.
head. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
You married into it. So you married into it.
Yeah.
You married into it. It's the repetition.
Yeah.
You married into it. You married into it.
Yeah.
That's what makes it good. Anyway, that's against Star Wars. I don't think it's an Alec Guinness quote, though, is it?
No, it's not. I mean, it's still worse. New plan. Let the Wookiee win.
Yeah, I think No Country for Old Men for me.
Yeah, I probably agree with that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Crack that one out. And then we're up. Two very different films. Before Sunset versus Superbad. So, Before Sunset, we had... You're going to miss that.
Hang on. You can do... No.
You're going to miss that.
You can do Randy Alec Guinness now because you can include the baby on the end.
Baby.
Yeah.
You're going to miss that. No, that's not right. Use the force. I have to say use the force to get into the voice. Use the force. You're going to miss that plane.
Baby.
It's babies at the start.
But yeah.
Baby. You're going... I can't do
Yeah,
it. It's too hard. It's too hard. Don't like it. Anyway, you're going to miss that plane. I know.
Yeah. I know.
Said by Celine and Jesse. And Superbad, I think we went for my one, right? It's two very different quotes. Nobody has got a hand job in cargo.
Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Come on.
There we go. I'm in. Nobody has got a hand job in cargo shorts since Nam.
Very good. That was your best one as well. The other one would have worked too. I'm sorry, the Coen brothers don't direct the porn I watch. Yeah, nobody's got a hand job in cargo shorts since Nam.
I mean, it's good.
It's very good.
It's good. I think that goes through for me.
Yeah, what was it up against? Remind me.
Before Sunset.
Oh,
maybe you're going to miss that plane.
No.
It's a good ending. Like, it's the end line as well. It gets extra points for being the last line of a film, because the last line of a film, if you can get a last line of a film that's memorable, that is pretty impressive.
It was my favourite bit of the film as well. Yeah, are we just going pure levity over?
Yeah, I'll tell you what though, baby, I did miss that plane at the weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah. I really did. It wasn't my fault, it was cancelled. But
Were you getting serenaded?
Christ. So, was it getting serenaded?
Yeah.
No, I was not. No.
Your Honour?
But yeah, an 8-hour delay because of this bloody flight. Aer Lingus, can suck my balls, Aer Lingus. You suck.
Do the voice.
Aer Lingus, can suck my balls.
That was good. Aer Lingus. That was very good, yeah.
Yeah, I had to get a taxi from Dublin to Belfast to be able to get home. And then wait 5 hours in the airport. And then the plane got cancelled twice, got delayed twice because one couldn't fly. Then the other one couldn't fly. And then they fixed the other one. It's like, good. Going well. Anyway.
But which quote are we putting through?
Superbad.
Okay.
Okay. So we move on to the... Oh, what round is this? The quarterfinals.
Who do you want to do for this round?
I don't know if I can do... any voices? You're the accent
Anyone
guy.
else? Yeah, you keep saying this, right? And I wish you wouldn't, because...
Why do people keep asking you in the street?
Do an
accent. I've heard you on the podcast.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah.
Your South African accent is very good.
You're creating unrealistic expectations. Do you want another beer?
I will. Yeah, your South African accent I remember being quite good.
Yeah, so anyway. Right.
Which we've got... Blood Diamond. We missed it.
No,
You could have
send it
done
out,
Blood
sorry,
Diamond. Oh, well.
Plus, it would have been DiCaprio.
So, not a South African accent, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, anyway, we've got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, the 8-year-old girl, versus Apocalypse Now. Oh, I mean...
It's,
absolutely goddamn right.
Yeah. Do you know, unless you're going all the way, I have a feeling it's going all the way.
I think it could. It definitely could.
Yeah.
It's a strong front runner. I'm not sure what can stop it.
We didn't do that with Guinness, did we? Never get out of the boat.
It's less
That's
effective.
how you would say it.
Absolutely goddamn right.
Yeah, not unless you're going to go all the way. Yeah. All right, what's up? What's up next?
Then we got The Thing versus Tenet. So The Thing, remind me?
The thing is the...
the
now
couch.
I know you gentlemen have had a long night. But if you wouldn't mind, when you find the time, I'd rather not spend all summer tied to this fucking couch. I've changed the season there, it's not important. It was winter before.
Winter.
So, yeah.
Versus Tenet.
Tenet being the... it's not an excuse. Call it what you want, but it's not an excuse.
It's definitely a weak quote. I'm afraid it might have to lose out for the...
I don't know. I mean, I think that's a really strong examination of fate.
I know, but I don't care. It's a better. The other one's a better quote.
Fair enough. The other one is a good quote.
The thing's going through.
Yeah.
All right, on the quarterfinal of the other side, so the better side, the Wolf of Wall Street. See what it is.
No, we're not there
versus
yet.
Gran Turismo. Yeah, no, but you have to keep going.
We're
you
still
have
in
to
that
go
plateau.
through the pain. So the Wolf of Wall Street versus Gran Torino. So the Wolf of Wall Street is who? Who? What are you, a fucking owl?
Yeah, very good.
Who? Sound more like ET now.
Yeah. You've gone.
Versus Gran Torino, which was
Prayed.
I think who might be going through from Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Who?
It's funnier.
Fucking owl. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, happy with that?
I'm not thrilled about that one, to be honest with you.
What, you think Gran Torino should go?
Again, it's not as punchy.
No.
But it's better in terms of it sort of captures the mood of that character very well, and also is true and still funny.
He talks a good game.
I'm leaning towards Gran Torino, to be honest.
I don't really have strong feelings either way, so I'll let you have Gran Torino.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm sure that won't come back to bite me.
That's fine. Oh, sure, I'll just capitulate as normal. Right. No Country for Old Men.
I've always said you were a weak man, to be fair.
You married into it?
Yeah.
You married into it?
Yeah. Do it like E.T. What would E.T. say?
No, wait. E.T., you're married into it.
Yeah, very good. Yeah.
There we go. Super bad. No one's got a job in cargo shorts since Nam.
Yeah.
It's a good quote. Good quote. No Country for Old Men.
I think it's super bad.
I think it's super bad as well. I agree. Right. Oh, super bad. Go on, super bad. Okay. All right, move on to the semis. Everyone likes a good semi, don't you, Carl?
Hey. I'll tell you what, I meant to say at the top of this, I will try not to reference my erect penis quite so many times.
Your erect
penis.
Oh, erect penis. I was like, is this a story? It's going to come later. You've managed to wreck your penis.
No, I can't entirely remember what we said last episode. I might have made reference to it being wrecked as well. I don't know.
You were very tired.
I was very tired. So, yeah.
I'll tell you what, quick beer update. This isn't great.
Do you know that? It's fine.
It's lacking...
Well, it is quite bland.
Something. Flavour. No. Yeah. Not the best. But, free beer, so thanks. Okay, we'll start with Apocalypse Now, the front runner, versus The Thing.
Hey, this is a bit of a clash of titans on this side of the draw.
Absolutely goddamn right.
And they're very similar in that they are sort of quite forceful and you can do them and they're fun.
The thing with the thing with the thing, Jesus Christ, is
that didn't get any funnier.
It's a slow build. Yeah, but you can't stop doing it.
No,
like you don't realize how many times you say the thing or thing until you're doing a bloody movie review of the thing.
I think when we didn't say the thing a lot was when we were trying to name films with
the
thing
in
the title.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
that was difficult.
The thing red line. The thing with the thing is that it's a slow builder. That it's like, the quiet, loud, which I like about that.
Yeah.
The Apocalypse Now, it's just effortlessly. It just sounds good, particularly in his voice. I think if we were doing the quotes against each other against the actors who are doing it, Yeah, is that why I have to do it in a neutral voice?
Yeah.
So you could just judge the quote on its essence.
Look, I show my hand. I actually don't think it is that close. I think
Apocalypse Now wins.
Yeah.
Through to the final, Apocalypse Now, and poor soul who's going to be up against you.
Yeah.
Gran Torino or Superbad? Are you getting a clash of the cargo shorts, or are you going to be going for religion versus boats? What are you thinking, Carl?
Well, do you know what the thing is? Superbad and The Wolf of Wall Street. They're sort of similar, aren't they? The quotes in their sort of the tone, their impact, what they're going for.
I feel you could use the Superbad one,
But they were like snappy, funny bits.
Yes,
is what I'm going for.
Not meaningful.
Not sort of meaningful. And for the same, I'm just going to repeat myself, which I've not done a lot of this podcast. So
no.
Indulge me.
Sure.
The Gran Torino one is still funny, as well as having all those other bits to it. So for me, it would be the Gran Torino one.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine because it's going to lose in the final anyway.
Yeah.
So that means we have the third place playoff.
Yeah.
Superbad versus The Thing. So.
Oh, these matchups are nearly identical, aren't they?
Yeah.
You very much have just got a two tiers of goodness.
Yeah. So.
I mean, honestly, mine's the Thing. I think it's a really good line.
I think it's good. I'm going to go with it. I'm going to agree with you. There we go. We've done far too much. That did not work.
I know, because you've...
I just pressed the wrong button.
You pressed the wrong thing, haven't you? Yeah.
Sorry. Carry on. No one knew. How do I actually make it? I like that.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay.
So third place, The Thing.
Yeah. For those...
do you want to...
audio viewers, I fucked up.
Do you want to talk around this for a bit, or...
How many different ways can we say Apocalypse Now is going to win easily? I didn't really think of Apocalypse Now being like such a front runner though at the start. Like, I knew it was a great quote, but when you actually stack it up against the other quotes that we've got, it really is a great quote.
It is, and it's got to be, when we were discussing all of these, absolutely. It's got to be one of the ones we were most unanimous on as well.
Yeah. Never get off the boat.
We both really liked that when we did that episode.
So Apocalypse Now takes it.
So.
Gold medal for Apocalypse Now, silver medal for Gran Torino, and a bronze medal for The Thing. So, where do you remember the top three of the last one? Were there any repeats?
Sunrise was number one.
Yep, so not in this one. Okay, good, right.
Tenet was number two.
Okay, not in this one, and but definitely wasn't The Thing.
It was another one from my side.
Oh yeah, because you got two, but I got the winner. Which is the important bit.
Yes.
I thought I took a picture of it, but apparently not.
Good.
Well, that's good.
You'll have to reconstruct it by listening to the
I might have saved it in pictures. That would make more sense. That would be a good idea. Come on, what was the third one? Listeners, shout out at home.
It could have been The Thing. Could it have been The Thing? No, it can't have been The Thing. It could have been The Thing.
Was it The Thing? I don't know. Here's The Thing. Bracket one final. Tenet was third. Apocalypse Now was second.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Before Sunset was first.
Yeah.
So Apocalypse Now is coming out as a bit of a powerhouse in the
cinematic classic
in the tournaments. Well, there you go.
Absolute classic.
Okay. How do you want to round this off, Carl? We got a top three to finish off?
We got a top three.
Top three. So because we're doing quotes,
yeah,
we thought, well, what are quotes made up of? Dialogue. That's what they're made up of. What's got a lot of dialogue? Some films. So we're going for our top three dialogue-heavy films, which, let's face it, is very open to interpretation.
Yeah, talk to me about how you approach this.
So there were some that immediately sprung to mind. So ones that I know and love and that we've probably talked about as well. And then after that, I did do a bit of the old Google of dialogue-heavy films and then decided that the list was crap and cut out quite a lot.
Decided that you knew better.
Yeah. Or that some of the dialogue-heavy films weren't necessarily my favourite.
Well, what is a dialogue-heavy film to you?
So one where it's very much based on more than one usually, because that's not generally a dialogue. It's more like a monologue, isn't it, if there's just one person. But if you're having... it's based around people's interactions with each other, and usually some very good writing. It's more almost like a play, right? It's almost like a play on screen. It's not relying on a set piece. It's not relying on anything like that. It's very character-driven and dialogue-heavy with clever lines and lots of writing.
I think that bit was the key for me, is because, like you, I looked at a few lists and you go, well, these films have got lots of dialogue in them. I mean, a lot of Tarantino stuff came up.
Yes.
Which is true, but
Also has other stuff.
it has lots of plot,
Yeah.
lots of set pieces and stuff like that. And it's like, that's not really what I would think
So
of
think
as a
Aaron
dialogue,
Sorkin.
film.
Think of an Aaron Sorkin film, very much based on the writing
He came up a
before
lot in the list
anything
as
else.
well, yeah. So like you, I was very much focused on films that are about people conversing, more than anything else.
So I've got two that I think might appear on your list, or at least one. One definitely will.
I mean, I think you can guess
I can guess
all of my list.
Okay, well, definitely two of them. So you're definitely going to have 12 Angry Men.
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which I have also. You're definitely going to have Glengarry Glen Ross.
No.
You don't have Glengarry Glen Ross. Before Sunrise.
Yeah, before Sunrise.
Yeah. No?
Yeah, I've written the wrong thing down.
Yeah, the one you like, remember?
Yeah, for fuck's
Not the
sake.
one you don't like.
Do you know, interestingly, when I was reading like Reddit and stuff on this, lots of people suggested Before Sunset and Before
Midnight.
Sunrise.
Mm.
Not sorry. Yes. Before Midnight and Before Sunrise,
But not Before Sunset.
Sunset.
Interesting. Have you seen Before Midnight yet?
No.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, you just watch it. Just do
I
it.
don't want to.
Rip off the Band-Aid. Oh, Band-Aid? Where am I from?
Yeah.
God damn,
So yeah,
it's been
so
a week
Before
in America.
Sunrise, yeah. So no, not Glengarry Glen Ross. I like
12
that
Angry
film.
Men. Yeah, I thought it would have been.
Um,
I don't know what your third one's going to be then.
It's stretching the definition of sort of. I know it's a play, but there's a bit more plot to that, I think, than.
That's very dialogue based on.
It's very dialogue heavy, but
Yeah.
so it's stretching it a bit. But it's not. Yeah, I like it. It's not my favourite.
Okay, so I've also got 12 Angry Men Before Sunrise.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm missing third ones.
So 12 Angry Men was my number 1.
Yep, same.
Before Sunrise was my number 2.
Same, yep.
My number 3 you have seen.
Okay.
You did like.
Okay.
You agreed with me.
Excellent.
Almost exactly, you said.
Well, this is interesting then. I've maybe missed one off here.
So, and my number 3 was Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah, I do like that. Didn't make my dialogue heavy
Is that
list.
because you forgot about it?
Yeah, quite possibly. Yeah, maybe.
What did you go for number 3?
My number 3, and I don't know if you've seen this, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
No, I haven't seen it.
See, I think I massively overrate this film compared to other people. But yeah, it's really fun. So, do you know what it is?
No.
Oh, so it's Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer. And it's written by the same dude that did Last Boy Scout and Predator and what's his name? What's his name?
Who wrote Predator? Was that McTiernan? No, he didn't write
No,
Predator.
wrote it.
I don't know.
Come
I
on.
don't know who wrote it.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Bit of live Googling. Lovely.
du-
Staple of the pod. Live Googling.
Shane Black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Shane Black, written. So he's very famous for his dialogue-heavy movies, clever, yeah, all good. This is one he directed. I believe he also wrote it. Let's say yes. And I think it's a beautiful. It also falls in my top Christmas films. It being
right.
set around the time.
Hang on. Whoa. That doesn't make a Christmas film. Set around the time.
Well, it's set at Christmas.
Yeah, so what? So's fucking Die Hard. That's not a Christmas film.
Oh no! You've opened the can.
There's no can to open. That is an internet meme that's got out of hand. Is that? And even, apparently, no amount of the actor and the director saying, "Don't be silly, it's not a Christmas film. It got a summer release for fuck's sake." Will put that back in the hand.
He directed The Nice Guys as well, Shane Black. Which I like The Nice Guys as well. Probably for a similar reason, because I quite like Shane Black. And Iron Man 3, which is a very good
Couldn't get through The Nice Guys.
thing. You can get through it. I don't understand this couldn't get through.
I've tried several times.
You just sit down and stop getting up.
All right, well,
not hard.
I had to turn it off because it was shite. then
Anyway, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is my third. Did you say what your third was? I've forgotten already.
Yeah, that's
Anatomy of a Fall. Oh yeah, I remember now. Okay, any others that nearly made the list for you, or?
Nah, I mean, I thought about things like you've said, like Glengarry Glen Ross. I thought you might.
I had that as my fourth,
actually.
Yeah, I did like the apartment.
Play in that, but yeah.
The only other one I had was The Social Network, which again,
that came up on lists.
I do like that.
Yeah,
it's one of those that if you stumble across it, I'll watch.
Yeah,
as well. Very very enjoyable.
No,
film.
It was honestly a fairly straightforward 3 for me. That.
Alrighty, you got anything else?
Nope.
No, me neither. Good. Right. Well, if you enjoyed us, then you can like us and you can share and subscribe and.
If you enjoyed us, then you can like us. Please like us. That sounds needy, doesn't it?
Somebody's got to like us. But yeah, share us with your friends and or your enemies. We don't care. We're not fussy at this point.
We're not swingers.
No.
Oh dear.
Carl's not a swinger.
To be fair, he looks the sort.
Yeah. But anyway, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Without you, we'll still keep doing it. But you know, it's a bit more fun. We know someone's listening other than my wife. So yeah, we'll be back next time with another little special episode before we eventually get back to actually watching and talking about specific movies. So for me, it's goodbye, Carl.
Goodbye.
And I've got nothing to say. Goodbye.